Hello, holy women. Okay, I did a short a few minutes ago. This is the long version of the short on your daily becoming the woman you say you want to be, your identity work, and how to live from that identity. Now, I am going to be referring to my notes because this is several pages long. So stay with me. Okay, I'm going to go back over the first 3 steps that I gave you in the short video on your daily practice. Step number 1, decide what your preferred reality is, your state of being. My preferred reality is to live with peace of mind. My preferred reality is to live in a state of joy. My preferred reality or outcome is to make $10,000 a month. My preferred reality is to have a fit and flexible body over 50. My preferred outcome is to be the best mother I can be to my child that is beneficial for both. Whatever your preferred outcome is. Okay, step number 2, write 3, a minimum of 3, you can do as many as 5, at least 3 I am statements that matches that preferred outcome in number 1. I make 5 posts today. I ask for a raise, or I make offers so that I can get that $10,000 a month. I read articles on being a good mother. I am a strong communicator. I am a strong boundary holder. I am a good teacher for my child. I am a walker. I walk 10 miles a day. I am a good stretcher. Make it positive. Put it in the present. This is something you already are. I am. I am an excellent marketer. I am an excellent saleswoman. I am a people magnet. I am a money magnet. I am so amazing. I can barely stand to be in my own company because I am that awesome. I am amazing. I am fabulous. And most of all, I am enough, exactly like I am in this moment. Yes, I may be improving, but in this moment, I am exactly enough. Okay, so you have your step number 1, your desired outcome, your preferred reality. Step number 2, I am statements that match step number 1. Number 3, now here's the one that trips people up a little bit. Number 3, every thought you think to the best of your ability, every choice or decision you make, every action you take is in alignment with 1 and 2. Okay, so perhaps you might be faced with going to happy hour. Nothing wrong with happy hour. Just the first thing that popped in my mind. But you know you need to make 5 posts to build your business, or you need to answer 3 emails, or you need to sit down and spend time with your child. Maybe you need to do some studying of yourself. Maybe you're in class. You need to do something. Maybe you even want to talk to a man, maybe, so just a random man, not somebody you're in a serious relationship with. Okay, so when those options present themselves, you have to choose if they line up with 1 and 2, and so therefore, are you going to do them? If the answer is yes, they do line up with my preferred outcome, and the woman I say I am, then the answer is yes, and then you go do that thing because that's what you need to be doing. If it does not align with 1 or 2, and you will know if it does or not, your intuition in your tummy often knows, or your heart knows, then the answer is no. Now, the trickier one is your thoughts, because you will have all kinds of crazy thoughts during the day. That's where you're going to have to work on being a little bit more aware of your thoughts. Catch yourself thinking when you're busy doing busy work. Notice what you're thinking. because that is going to be tied directly to any outcome you get in any area. So know your preferred outcome. The 3 to 5 I am statements that match that preferred outcome. That's the kind of woman I am that has that outcome. And 3, start thinking, making choices and decisions, and act from that outcome. It's either a yes or a no. They either line up or they don't. Okay, that's the first section, part 1. That's what I gave you more or less in the short. Part number 2, your day-to-day practice. This is your morning, the daytime, and the evening. Okay, so the morning, before you get out of bed, or in the first hour after you wake up, do it as quickly as possible. I know some people have small children and sometimes you're hitting the road running. So as quickly as you are able to get just a few minutes alone. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes. Get a few minutes alone, visualize what that desired reality might look at. Pick one scene from that desired reality, and just visualize it. See it so clear. Give it sound, give it sight, give it texture, give it smell, give it all the senses. Really feel it. And what does it feel like to be in that reality? Just spend 5 minutes doing that, just going over a little mind movie in your mind. Now, throughout the day, you're going to repeat step number 3 from above. You're going to make your decisions and your choices and your actions and your thoughts, because you're going to keep practicing more and more awareness on that to line up with what that preferred reality says you want. It's either yes or no. Does it match that woman's personality, characteristics, and identity? Does it match the outcome you said you wanted? Yes or no. If yes, keep doing those things. If you bump into something that's a no, stop and reevaluate. Give yourself that gift of 5 minutes to stop and reevaluate what you're doing and make the choice that is best for you, so that you can have the identity you want, so you can have the outcome that you want. In the evening, before you go to bed or later on in the evening, scroll back through the day in your mind and look at the different choices and actions you took. Was it aligned? And it's okay if you're going, it's no one's, you're not looking for perfection here. You're looking for progress. So just go back and review, and the ones that tripped you up, which it could just been your mind wandering away. It could be you felt like you got put on the spot. Review it, see it for what it was, and then make a decision that the next time this happens, A, I'll be ready, and B, I'll make a different decision, because that's how important being this woman is to me. That's part number 2. Now, here's the fun part. We are going to build a palace, a mental palace of being. This comes by several different names. I learned that term from the mentalist, and he called it a mental palace that he used to name it. It's how he remembered things, but it's a great visual to think of this palace in your mind of where you can construct things. And it's just like a house, and its walls are constructed of the 4 states of being that have no opposites: love, peace, joy, and ease. Now, ease, yeah, it can be, but once you get the first 3, the ease comes. So I'm keeping this one in there, even though it probably does have an opposite, depending on how you're defining it. But when you're in peace, love, and joy, the ease is always there. So it is one of the 4 walls of the palace. Your I am statements, the things that you are the inner walls of your palace. It's what makes up all the rooms in your palace. Anything that fits within those 4 walls, peace, love, joy, and ease, gets in the front door. And then from there, anything that fits into the individual rooms in your palace gets to come in and go into those rooms. Anything that doesn't fall into that does not get in. You cannot sign for that package. You can say, no, thank you. It will take some practice. You can totally do this. Trust me. Now, moving on to the next piece of this, of your palace in your mind. Identify a choice or an action that fits inside your palace directly tied to your identity. Who is that woman? What are her characters and traits? This is the extended version. What are her characters and traits that you're going to let in through the front door of this palace? I move my body can go into your fitness room. That could be stretching, it could be exercise, it could be running a marathon, whatever you want. In my business room, I make posts every day. I reach out to people. I do the things that I return emails. I actively pursue people I want on my podcast if you have one. And I'm just making up stuff. Perhaps you work in the corporate environment. Maybe you need to communicate with a coworker or a supervisor. Maybe there's a project you need to really focus on. That gets into the front door because that works with your peace and your ease. It gets to come in, it gets to go into the business room, into your bedroom. This is where your peace is going to come in. Anything that comes into your bedroom needs to have love and peace. If you are dating someone who does not give you a sense of peace and who does not make you feel loved through their actions, not just their words, but their actions, because they don't get to come in to that room. They don't even get to come in at all. Now, this is your mental palace. This is your, I understand this, but that's going to start being reflected in your outer home. What else might there be? You have a friend's room. Do your friends make you feel loved? Do they bring you joy and laughter? Do they give you a sense of ease being around them? Okay, they get to come into your friend's room inside your palace. Because I am treated with respect. I am treated with care. I am valued by my friends. Those people get to come into your friend's room inside your palace. Anything and anyone who does not fit within your four walls, peace, joy, love, and ease, they don't get to come in. That includes what you're struggling with, the difficulties with your child, the difficulties with your employer, the difficulties with your mate. You keep them out and you do not let them take up all your mental real estate. This is valuable real estate. And the more you start realizing who belongs and who doesn't, your outer life is going to get a lot easier. And this goes for your choices, things you think don't matter, the thoughts you think and the choices you're making that you think don't matter, they do matter, because every choice leads you to where you are today and your identity. Because when you know you are something, you move differently than I hope I become something. So you are that woman already, and you're going to start embodying her from the inside out. All right. So if it does not line up, you do not open the door, you ignore it, you do not engage in actions, and you darn sure don't get into a debate with a human person that is objecting to the fact that you're not letting them into your mind palace. You are not going to be bothered by them. Okay. Now, here are some potholes that people often run into. Overthinking their actions can be trying to force an outcome. So you have to let it be. Whatever the action is you're thinking about taking, if you get that knot in your gut or your heart and you know you shouldn't be doing that thing because your intuition knows, stop. Don't put the square peg into the round hole. That's not ease. That's not peace. Okay, that's definitely not joy. Don't be constantly looking for an immediate turnaround. You weren't built in a day. The identity that you're trying to grow out of or you are growing out of, it's a progression. It is a progression, okay? And that's perfect. You are perfect the way you are. Your growth is perfect. Your expansion is perfect. But where you are is enough and you are perfect. State switching.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay.